It's Clint here again. We're about ready to start on sharkhiding this new Bennington pontoon boat. Wanted to show you something first. What I like to do before I wipe the sharkhide on the actual hull itself, I'll take one of my sharkhide aerosols, and what we'll do is we'll go around to places like the winch, the landing gear, places in the rear, things that are really hard to get to when you're wiping it on with a cloth. Now I like to carry a piece of cardboard around with me. That helps me contain some of the overspray. What we do is just mist it on. You just mist the sharkhide on all these areas here. The overspray doesn't harm the paint around it. I know you've all seen these winches that are just rusty as can be. So we'll go ahead and hit this winch. Same thing with the landing gear. Even though this is zinc plated, this is not going to last very long out, and you've always seen them all rusted up. So we just basically spray everything down with the aerosol first. Now you'll want to do a better job than me, but I'm just trying to give you a good idea. And now we're going to move to the back of the boat, and I'll show you how we handle some of the stuff back there. Okay, here we're at the back of the boat, and what I like to do back here is hit around all these smaller brackets and things like that. Again, things that are too hard to get to with a cloth. So we just take our aerosol, spray inside that real good. We can mist them down like that. And now you'll have nice coating. It'll keep a nice finish inside. Now you notice I had a little run right here. Don't worry about that. We'll attack that later. But that's it. We just get it on those little brackets. Now we'll come around here. This is our mount for the transducer. Spray it down real good. Now that we could have got with the cloth, but inside here is a little tough. Get that, you can get up around the lift eyes, things like that, but any detail areas, and also around your outboard bracket. Now it's hard to wipe real close against that. You just give it a little spray of sharkhide right around the edge. That's it, you're ready to go. By the time we get the cloth prepared, saturated, ready to apply, all this will be dry, and we can just wipe right around it and not have to stop to try to blot and dab in there. That'll take care of it. So let's get on with the rest of it. All right, well here we go. This is the boat we were talking about. We were going to sharkhide the brand new Bennington. So I've got my bird's eye weave flat fold cotton cloth. I got it folded up into a nice thick rectangular pad, nice rounded edges. I've got all the loose ends folded inward. Now when we go to saturate or to season the cloth, we call it, don't knock that inner seal out of your sharkhide can. Pop some holes in it. That keeps it from gushing out when you're pouring it on. And when you season the cloth, slowly pour sharkhide all over the face of the cloth, okay? You want all your edges done, okay? That's nice and wet now. It's just now making it in. You just see it's getting my hand wet there. Okay, actually I got too much on there, but that's not going to hurt us. So what we're going to do is we'll do section 1 here real quick, and I'll give you an idea how we do this, okay? So we set the cloth down. Here we go. There you go. That's section 1. That's all we had to do. Now we're going to jump over to section 2. All right, here we are at section 2 now. We did section 1 on that side. Now we're here. I put a little more sharkhide on, settle it in. Here we go. That's it, section 2. Okay, from here we're going to jump to section 3, which is the 3 rear heads. So let's start on those. Okay, now when we do our rear heads, a lot of times you'll find decals and things like that. I try not to wipe over them. So what we want to do is wipe along the edge, get a border painted around that decal, okay? Now we can start wiping the rest of the head. And there's no easy way to do these because of their shape. But now, do you remember earlier we had the runs that came off the bottom of this from the aerosol? When you wipe over it, the new sharkhide erases those sags and runs. So they're gone now. So we do this rear head, We'll do the ladder legs. This bracket. You always want to do these because these sit in the water quite a bit, so they'll discolor very quickly. All right, now we're going to do the rear head here. It's just that simple. Just swipe it on like that. There's that, and this rear head. There we go. That's done. Okay, we're gonna dribble a little bit more on, then we're gonna cross over and go do the next section. Okay, here we are now at section 4. This time, if you remember section 1, we started that way, we came this way over the weld seam. Now we're gonna start here and head towards the back. You never start on top of a section you've already done. So here we go, we'll start here. Now we go real quick and light-handed. Back off that. There we go. Now we've got one more section to do on the far side. We'll do the 3 nose cones. And that's it. You've got your first coat on. All right, here we go. All right, and off to the nose cones. That's the last thing we have to do on our first coat. All right, we're doing the last of the nose cones. Look at this guy. And that's it. That's our first coat. Well, that was it. You just saw the whole process start to finish. Took us all of 10 minutes to get the first coat on. The boat's already long since been dry. On a new application like this, really on any first time application, it's critical that you put your second coat on. I couldn't tell you how many of these boats I've done, but I promise you, I bet you I missed 20 spots on here. So the reason we do our second coat, 2 reasons. Primary reason, when we come back later with our second coat, we're going to hit all those spots we missed. The other is if we allow this to cure over a 2 to 3 day period, we're going to get a little bit thicker film buildup, and that just equates to a longer protection time. So always, always, always on your first application, put your first coat down, walk away from it for 2 to 3 days to allow it to cure, then put your second coat on. After that, you're ready to hit the water. Thanks for watching the video, and we can help you anytime, day or night. Feel free to call. My name's Clint, own the company. We produce the Sharkhide products, and we welcome your call day or night, 7 days a week. Thanks a lot.